Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about the Netflix movie Cuties and what my thoughts and opinions were on it. So if you want to know my thoughts and opinion on that movie, stay tuned. Okay, so I turned on my TV just looking for something to watch on Netflix, and on the top 10 recommendations, there was the movie Cuties. And it shows, like the preview part of it shows, these little girls looking like they're gonna do some kind of like dance competition. And I'm like, okay, well, I'll just go ahead and put this on. I hadn't really heard anything of this. Like, I watched this probably about a week and a half ago, and I didn't hear anything about it. I don't really tune into movie reviews or anything like that. So I went ahead and watched it. And if you're watching this, don't watch it. But anyway, it's about a girl who comes from a very traditional Muslim family, and she sees these other girls, and all of it's in French, so it's all subtitles, but she sees these girls that are kind of like mean girls doing these dances, and she wants to be a part of it. So she ends up like stealing her, I think it's her cousin's cell phone, looks up different like derogatory, like dirty dancing, just really nasty, horrible stuff. And keep in mind, this actress that's a little girl and the mean girls that she wants to be a part of, they're still only like 11 or 12 years old. And it doesn't matter if it's a movie, they're still doing these horribly vulgar, nasty dance moves. And it's just, what is that telling our children? If these, those actresses, even though they're, in Hollywood and this and that, like, they're definitely being disturbed by this, and it's like mental. They're always gonna know and remember filming that movie and how they were taught to like hump the floor. And anyway, this girl just spirals out of control, like stealing from her family, and ends up taking very inappropriate photos, and she just is out of control. And I feel really, really bad for the actresses, and I'm really upset that their parents would even allow them to audition or even be a part of a movie like that. I mean, it's already horrible that there was a movie created that way. And I understand some people's point of view was, well, the director was trying to make this movie out to be, trying to show what is inappropriate and what our youth, especially our little girls, are experiencing with peer pressure and looks and how they dance, dress, act, all of that. But it really isn't. I mean, she did not do a good job at that, because she still had 11 or 12-year-old little girls acting, doing all of these horrible things. Like, they're still children, and it teaches our children that that's normal and that's okay. It's okay to dress very skimpy. It's okay to steal. It's okay to take pictures of your personal parts and send that out just to be cool. And it's really just, it's just not okay. It's really sad. And that movie needs to be removed from Netflix. I know a lot of people are canceling their Netflix subscriptions in protest, and I don't have Netflix. I use my mom's account, but I definitely have like told her about this. So it's just good for people trying to make a stand, but I'm just like, it's sad the world we live in, especially for our little girls thinking, I'm not saying that little boys and our youth or young men have it easy, because they don't. Peer pressure, technology, being popular, all of that takes into account. But specifically with this Cuties movie, it's showing our little girls that, to be cool, you have to dress in this vulgar way, and you have to send pictures of yourself. And it just was not a good movie. It was really disgusting, to be quite honest with you. And I have 2 children myself, 2 girls. Yes, they are still small. One's 3 and one is almost 8 months old. But it makes me wonder if this is already becoming a normal thing to our youth today. Like, this is becoming normalized. What's it gonna be like for my girls? That's a very scary, scary thought. I know when I was 11 or 12 years old, I didn't have a phone. Like, the only thing that I was interested in doing was going to school, riding my bike, you know, playing with toys still, honestly. I was still playing with toys when I was 11 years old, you know, hanging out with my friends and going to the park, stuff like that. And I want it to be that way for our society, not just my children, but for all of the youth. I don't want them to have to experience all these adult horrible things that will apparently make them cool, and it's not cool. It's not cool. They need to know that dressing, not necessarily conservatively, but not putting your body out there, definitely not sending pictures of your private parts to anybody. They need to know that that's not normal and it's not okay. But when directors and content creators come out with different footage of these young girls doing it, it makes it seem like it's okay. And shame on Netflix for making, I myself was blinded by the picture when you go onto Netflix. It looks like just like a dance competition movie. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna watch this. Well, if I was a 12-year-old girl, I would go and I would want to click on it and I would see it. If I am a grown woman and I clicked on it, why wouldn't an 11, 12-year-old who thinks that's cool not click on it? So it definitely should be taken down. I don't know where everything's at in regards to the protest where people are canceling their Netflix subscriptions. I don't think Netflix will take it down, though, because everybody around the world watches Netflix. And I don't think by a couple thousand people removing their subscriptions, they'll take it down, which is sad. They should, because it's a disgusting movie. Don't watch it. Sorry, my camera died. But I don't even know where I left off. But I just want to mention, like, what really makes me so upset is the fact that the parents of those actresses are totally cool with exploiting their children. And it's not just them, it's everywhere. This movie, though, like, I read somewhere there was like 620 young girls who like tried out for this part, I guess. 620, that means like 620 sets of parents allowed their daughters to go in front of people and dirty dance. And I also thought about, like, the people who were making this, like the cameramen, the choreographers, whoever, like, they're still watching little girls dirty dance. It's just inappropriate and not okay, but it just makes me, like I was saying earlier, worried for my children. And if this is normal, the future is really scary. So we can either sit back and let it be scary until we get there, and then we're just really SOL, or we can teach our children and our youth that this isn't normal and that you should protect yourself, protect your body, respect yourself, respect your body. And Hollywood directors and actors, not actors, I'm sorry, Hollywood directors and creators, they need to just stop. They need to stop recruiting young children for roles like this. And parents need to stop allowing it to happen just for what money? It's not worth it. But if you liked today's video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up and leave me a comment down below what you think of the Netflix movie Cuties. And we'll see you in the next one.